Good morning and welcome to History Loves Company. I'm Amanda Underhill and I will be your host of this session. The topic of today is creating a nation. Our expert is Charity Williams. Tell me, Charity, what exactly was the new plan of government and how was it organized? The plan of government was made up of the legislative, executive, and judicial branches. The legislative branch was the lawmaking branch. The executive was headed by the president, and the judicial was the court system. All of these were created in the Constitution, and they all use checks and balances to even out the power. The checks and balances is a system used to keep any one branch from getting too much power. The three branches of government can limit each other in their powers. That's interesting. So what was this Article of Confederation that it was all built off of, other than the actual plan of government? This became a confederation. They kept the states as sovereignties. A confederation is when member states agree to let the central government undertake a limited number of activities. And sovereignty is supreme power. So they let the states keep their supreme powers. All the states ratified the Articles of Confederation, which allowed the U.S. to pass ordinances or laws. The government was also changed to a bicameral, which means it was divided into two parts or houses. And each state had a legislature, most of which were bicameral. Oh, I see. So after the people had the problems with the Articles of Confederation because of how they were laid out and their faults, what happened? There was a compromise, right, between Edmund Randolph and William Paterson, and what was that all about? Well, Edmund Randolph surprised everyone by suggesting, instead of ratifying the Articles of Confederation, they make a strong national government. This was called the Virginia Plan, and it called for a two-house legislature, a chief executive chosen by the legislature, and a court system. The lower members of the House would be elected by the people, and members of the upper house would be chosen by the lower house. The number of representatives would also be corresponding with the population of each state. William Paterson, on the other hand, presented a different plan that revised the Articles of Confederation. He called it the New Jersey Plan, and it kept the Confederation's one-house legislature. Congress would set taxes and regulate trade, and Congress would elect a weak executive branch. So what was the Constitution and what were the goals of it? It states that we, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution of the United States of America. The 6 main points in it were to form a more perfect union, to establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare. The Constitution also defines 3 types of powers: the enumerated, belonging only to the federal government; the reserved, powers retained by the states; and concurrent, powers shared by the state and federal government. It also used checks and balances, which is used to help keep any one house from having too much power. Each branch of government can check or limit the power of the other branches under checks and balances. An example of this is Congress can pass a law and the executive branch can reject or veto. So now, the government, what is it like now? How is it planned out? Is it similar or is it different from? Today, the federal government has Congress, which has 2 main roles. 1, to make the national laws, and 2, to control government spending. We also have a president, which has many jobs. Some of them, which are nation's chief executive, chief diplomat, the commander-in-chief, chiefs of state, and legislative leader. He is the head of the executive branch. It also has a Supreme Court, which is used in court cases, in extreme court cases, that is. Well, then what are citizens' rights and responsibilities in today's world and government? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We have certain duties as citizens, which are to obey the law of the land, pay our taxes, and to defend the nation. Also, we are supposed to respect others' rights. You have to respect others to fully appreciate your own rights. This means respecting the rights of the people that you may disagree with, and also accepting others no matter their race, religion, beliefs, or other differences. Thank you, Charity. Thank you for watching History Loves Company. Goodbye.